This one's for Steve at SDC Services, who said, do you think that online bids ruin the rapport between the shipper and a courier? And it's a fair enough question, because it often comes up, more often than it used to, I've got to say, online bids only, which does frustrate me slightly, because you want to turn around and go, you do realise we drive for a living, but fortunately now, thanks to the joys of Google and stuff like that, you can actually hit the microphone and you can dictate to this stuff. So, you know, even if you have got to pull over, you ain't got to pull over for very long, because you can go, boom, I will do that job for them. Yeah, and it'll just beep, 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 send, I'm off. It's a tricky one, because from the courier's point of view, you can actually ring them. I've said ring them anyway. Even if it says online bids only, you can ring them and go, look, I know it says online bids only, try and have a rapport, try and have a joke with them. 8 times out of 10 this works. Not 2 times out of 10 they might get the needle, but then if you've got the cheapest bid and your closest, they'll give you the job anyway. They'll ring you back feeling a bit foolish. About 5 minutes later, go, yeah, can you still do it? You know, kind of thing. But the question now starts about, I think as times go by, is can you be bothered? I mean, a lot of the time now, what I tend to do is, if it's a job I really want, I put in a competitive price. If it's a job I don't want, I put in an uncompetitive price. If I put in an uncompetitive price, I'm pleased I don't have to ring the shipper, because then he's going to go, how much? No, I don't think so, mate. The only times I'd ever really ring now is if I really, really, really want it, and go, look, and I'll tell them the truth. I'll go, or I'll go, I'm about to head out the area. I'm ringing you because I'm about to head out the area. So I've done an e-quote, but if you accept it in 20 minutes time, 15 minutes time, it's too late. I've gone, so I've got to ring you to find out how it stands now. And it's a bit like, my bid is this much, how much have you got on the job type thing. I think the other big question is, do you really want a rapport with the firms? Now, it's quite good with the office, because they will ring up, we need a lorry for the morning, we need a lorry for the morning. But what I have found a lot of the time is when I actually get a rapport going with a shipper, it actually doesn't act in my favour. Sometimes it does. Sometimes they'll ring you up, go, we've got that regular job that comes up, Jack, my mate Jack at the moment, he'll go, saffron in the morning? No problem. Milton Keynes in the morning? No problem. Sometimes, as I've just had the call, you know that job you used to do when you was in a 7.5 tonne, but now you're in an 18 tonne, that goes into the middle of nowhere that you can't get out of. Can you still do it? And can you still do it for the old money? And because they're a mate, you kind of go, yeah, all right then. Because it's difficult to say no to a mate. And in fairness, this particular mate in interest, my mate, Simple Brian, he was there at the very beginning, he got me started, and I owe a lot of where I am today to him. So I kind of feel indebted to the bloke. At the same time, I've got a family to feed, like, you know, so he understands. He did say you can pick it up any time, as long as you drop it up by 12 and you can co-load it, which is quite nice. Although I find co-loading to be a pain as well, because then you've got to explain to the other ones. But do I think it ruins the rapport between, so the short answer, do I think it ruins the rapport between the courier and the shipper? No, I don't think it does. I think that if it's a regular job coming up, you will eventually, big lorry, you will eventually build up a rapport, just because. If it's just one job and you're going to ring them up, you're not hardly likely to build up a rapport anyway. And ultimately, I still question whether rapport is actually something you really, really want in the end. So we all find our own way, is what I would say. We all find our own way to take care and take money.